welcome to Spoil Me Nisi. It's me, Nisi, here, and I hope that you're all doing very well. So, today I want to talk about the Netflix series Love is Blind, After the Altar, the special that's actually new on Netflix. I wish I would have done videos about the show when it came out, but I wasn't doing YouTube videos at that time. So here is my reaction. If you haven't already gotten into the show or seen the special, just note this video is going to have spoilers. But without further ado, let's just get into it. So, Love is Blind reminds me a lot of Married at First Sight. I'm not going to get into a summary of everything that happened in the show, but in case you don't know, it's literally about a bunch of people, men and women, that are placed in these pods. The women are in one pod, the men are in the women are in one part of the house, the men are in another part of the house, and they're all separated by these pods. And pretty much everybody has to go into these pods and do blind dating. And as they're talking to people, if they make a connection, they decide if they want to propose to the person or not. So they're falling in love without actually seeing the person, which, might I add, I like that concept a little bit more than what I like the concept of Married at First Sight. On this show, they're kind of engaged at first sight, but they're getting to know who the person at the other side of the pod is. They're getting to know like their soul, or I guess their mind. And then when they decide to marry that person, they get to know them a little better in person in a similar way to Married at First Sight. But anywho, this last season, or the first season rather, that's on Netflix, it was pretty successful, where I believe they had around maybe 5 couples that came out of it, I believe. But out of all of those couples, only 2 of them stayed married. One of them decided to not get married and date, but I have some news on those 2. And then the other 2 couples just called it quit altogether. So first things first, I want to start out with the best. So everybody's favorite couple on the season was Lauren Speed and Cameron Hamilton. They got to know each other, they fell in love, and now they are like the model couple. Anyone that goes on this show, anyone that goes on any like show where they find love, hopes to have a relationship like Lauren and Cameron. Like, they're just like the perfect match. Now, they're like, Lauren and Cameron are so perfect that I'm just like, I look at them and I'm like, but are they as perfect as they seem? Because they literally seem perfect. So yeah, I love these 2 together. So in the After the Altar special on Netflix, pretty much everybody from the season got together to go to the anniversary party of Cameron and Lauren. You would think it would be the anniversary party for Cameron and Lauren and the other couple that stayed married together. But while the other couple got up and, did their speech and all that stuff, it was really all about Lauren and Cameron. So in the end, Lauren and Cameron are going strong. There's an article from US Magazine that even gave more details about the couples even after this special. And they report that these 2 are still going strong. And instead of having a human baby, they got a little fur baby. So that's cute. So God bless these 2. I hope that it continues to work out for them, because they are the epitome of a loving couple. So the next married couple that came from the show would be Amber and Matt. These 2 are also super cute. They seem to really love each other a lot, and Matt is a really good guy. During the special, he revealed that he sold his house to move into the apartment with Amber and her roommate and paid off her student loans. I've seen some people online criticize that, but he's a husband. A husband's job is pretty much to take care of his family. And it would make sense that he would do something like that because, that's pretty much how it's supposed to go. The man is supposed to take care of the woman. At least that's how I see things. When you look at the Bible, men always took care of their wives and their children. That's how it goes. So Matt is a good man. He's doing right by Amber. However, he seems like he's afraid of her. He seems like he is so afraid of Amber. Amber seems kind of aggressive and unforgiving, actually. I don't know. I liked her a lot when she was on the show. But all of the kind of drama between her and Jessica is kind of like, I don't know. It kind of seems like it speaks volumes of her character. Now, when I say that, I don't think that Amber is a bad person. No, she has every reason in the world for not liking Jessica, but I'll get into all of that later on in the video. But I don't know. I kind of don't like the way that she handled everything on this special when it came to Jessica. But we'll move on and get to that in a little bit, and I'll spill what I think about that. So the next couple that came out of the show was Gia Nina and Damian. Now, these two had a very toxic relationship, in my opinion. I didn't like them together. I felt like I didn't like how Damian treated Gia Nina. Gia Nina is awesome, beautiful, and I just kind of felt like the whole time they were on the show together, she spent all of her time kind of kissing his butt or apologizing to him about every little way, about every little thing. Damian, he seems a little toxic to me. I don't know. So when they went to get married, he said no to her. He told her no, he didn't want to get married. But they decided to date for a while. And apparently he had this friend, this very attractive friend named Francesca, that he claimed he was just her friend, but he was obviously very attracted to her, and they were obviously more than friends. And at the party for the altar special, he decides to bring the girl Francesca, knowing that Gia Nina is going to be there. It was very awkward. He put Gia Nina and the other girl in a very bad position. And then in typical Damian fashion, he tried to turn things around to make it seem as though he was somehow the victim and Gia Nina was like the wrong one. When really, he was wrong as two left shoes. He's toxic and Gia Nina deserves better. Somehow Damian talks on after the altar special like as if he's a celebrity. He's all, oh, the paparazzi found us. Man, please. Maybe there was paparazzi, but I highly doubt it. I feel like maybe a fan or somebody might have seen him walking with Francesca, took a picture with their iPhone, and he's all, oh, the paparazzi. Like the way he talks on the show is like he's like a celebrity now and everybody knows him. Maybe that is the case. God bless him. I hope he finds happiness in life if he hasn't already done so. But yeah, according to this website, Gia Nina confirmed that after the altar special that's on Netflix, she confirmed that she is single and she doesn't trust him. They're not together anymore. And I say big ups to you, Gia Nina. I'm so happy that she moved on with her life because she deserves better than that toxic mess that Damian was offering her. So, the next couple that came out of the show that decided not to get married was Jessica and Mark. So the thing about Jessica and Mark is that she had already fallen in love with somebody else's man. So she had fallen in love with Matt. Before Matt decided to choose Amber, he was pretty much talking to Amber and Gia Nina. Actually, at one point in time, he was also in the pods talking to Lauren. But ultimately, he chose Amber, which is a good choice because they're a good couple. But anywho, Jessica just wasn't into Mark. She made some pretty bad choices. It was obvious that she only accepted his marriage proposal, not because she even really liked him. When she finally met him, she was clearly unattracted to him. She wasn't very intimate with him. It was just obvious she did not like him. She showed more interest in Amber's man than she showed in her own. She even tried to come in between Amber and Matt. She tried to break them up. She tried to shoot her shot pretty much with Matt while he was already with Amber. So pretty much that's why, if you don't know, that's why Amber has so much disdain towards Jessica. But Jessica took a beating from social media. She took a beating pretty much from the world. If you look at the comment sections from like back when the show first came out, people were going in on Jessica. And even though I felt kind of bad for her, she was wrong. She was being toxic herself, trying to break up a relationship that was happy, and I don't know, it became really bad. But in the end, Jessica apologized a lot. She's been pretty vocal about trying to like change her ways and try to be better. Who knows if that's true? Because she did reveal on after the altar special that she had spoken to Matt, and after them speaking to each other, he blocked her, and so did his wife Amber. Now, one thing I know about people is that sometimes they don't tell the whole story. Maybe she said something inappropriate. Maybe she was talking to him in a way that maybe he and his wife perceived as being flirtatious. Who knows? They didn't add that part to the show, so can't comment on that. But she did do a nice gesture by getting Amber and Matt a gift at the anniversary party, which I thought was nice. But I do believe that she shouldn't have given it to him. She should have given it to his wife instead of him, or maybe given it to somebody else to give to them. Because of all the bad blood that's between them, she just should have assumed that maybe Amber hasn't gotten to a place where she should forgive her yet. So I did think it was distasteful for her to give it to give the gift to Matt. And it made me kind of wonder a little bit if her intentions are really good, or if maybe she's acting like they're good and they're not. It makes you ask yourself, if he wanted to leave his wife today, God forbid, I hope they stay together, but if he wanted to leave his wife today and get with Jessica, would she accept him? And personally, considering she cried when he didn't accept the gift, I don't know. I personally think that she probably would, but I don't think that he would go down that road. So the thing that I didn't like about the whole interaction between Matt, Amber, and Jessica is that regardless of Jessica's intentions, I didn't like how Amber handled herself. She came off insecure and she came off kind of mean. My thing is this. She's married. Yes, Jessica tried to break them up, but it didn't work. Matt chose Amber every single time. He chose Amber in the pods. He chose Amber when they were on that beach and Jessica tried to shoot her shot. When they all got back and Jessica tried to shoot her shot again, Matt chose Amber every single time. In the end, Jessica got dissed like 5 times. And then he turned around and he married Amber. And he looks out for Amber and he takes care of Amber. So in the end, any anger that Amber had towards Jessica, it's like, why are you still mad, yo? You won. You won. In the end, and I'm speaking purely as a woman who's married myself. I feel like, when you have a female that's trying to break up your relationship and you have a guy that lets them down every single time, one, that should let you know that you can trust him, and just you knowing that you can trust your man should make you hold your head up high and not even be mad at these heifers. It shouldn't. I feel like I wish that Amber would have had an attitude where she's unbothered by Jessica. Like, I wish that she wouldn't give her any energy, but in the end, Matt came off scared of Amber. He was all, oh, I'm not allowed to talk to you. And Amber came off like as if a part of her feels intimidated by Jessica. That's kind of how it came off. And that's why I'm like, I did like Amber when she was on the show, but in the end, I kind of wish she would have handled that situation like a queen, and she kind of came off insecure. That's all I'm saying. But that's what happened between those guys. And according to this article, it looks like Jessica has moved on And it looks like Amber and Matt have moved on too. So I guess all is well, it ends well. And Mark, he has a child and a female. And what we found out on after the All-Star special is that, whereas Mark kind of seemed like, he was like the heartbroken guy and Jessica treated him so wrong, which she did. He didn't cry for too long because apparently he turned into like a lover boy. He started dating Lauren. He started dating other women. There was like a whole list of females that, he dealt with. And then he ended up getting someone pregnant a couple of weeks later after the situation with him and Lauren, which I'm not going to get into because Lauren's anger at Mark is very insecure. So I agree with Amber on that. So I'm not going to touch it. Moving on. It was nice seeing Kelly and Kenny at the Netflix special. Funny thing is, Kelly rejected Kenny, and he has moved on to a very cute young lady that he brought with him. And Kelly is single, but she came with a freakum dress, so she looked pretty good. Last but not least, I have Diamond and Carlton. I'm so glad that Carlton didn't go to the special because he gets on my nerves. Diamond, I think she's gorgeous and I think she seems like a lot of fun. She's really cool, but she ain't nobody to mess around with. She's here for the smoke, and she was here for the smoke with Amber, but Amber held her own, so two strong women. Anywho, in case you're not familiar, Diamond and Carlton got together. He proposed, she accepted. He treated her like crap from that point on, and then he waited way too long to let her know that he is bisexual. He tries to turn it around on her to make it seem like she's biphobic, homophobic, and it's just like, boy, stop. Because in the end, when you have a straight woman doesn't have to be homophobic or biphobic to not want to date a man who's bisexual. Okay, a person is allowed to have a type, and a person is allowed to have a choice on what kind of person that they date. He should have been more honest. She got mad. She was right. And he tried to act like a victim. No one sees him as a victim because he's not a victim. But I am against any hate that he gets online. I wish that people would stop watching these shows and going on social media and like abusing these people verbally, because it's like, these are human beings. You never know what kind of mental pain Carlton or even Jessica had to go through following this show. So I don't agree with that. However, I'm glad he didn't go to the anniversary party, and I'm glad that Diamond is pretty much holding her own and looking pretty good. So that's it talking about these guys. I can't wait for the next season of Love is Blind to start. If you haven't already started the show, I do suggest you go back and watch it before the next season starts, just so that you have a little bit of background on who to compare the new characters or new couples and contestants to. Yeah, if you haven't already done so, make sure you like this video and subscribe to this channel and hit the notification button. And I do look forward to seeing you guys next time, God willing. And God bless you guys in Jesus' name. Take care.